my lighter in the air. I'm feeling real good. No, the symbiote guy. Oh yeah, you're not allowed to say that anymore. Sorry. Yeah. Wait, no shit. Anyway, what up? What up, though? No eagle music? I mean, I can find the eagle music. Maybe we'll get there, you know? For now, let's just let this wash over us. What is up, everybody? Welcome to a nice little afternoon stream. What are we doing? I don't know. Oh my god, I almost just started the stream without my glasses on. I didn't know my glasses were not on. And then I looked at the thing and I saw that my glasses were not on. That was almost a jump scare. Yeah, we almost... Yeah, Jinkies Batman. Yeah, we almost screwed that up. Anyway, trademark fail, no glasses. Hey, it's me, Mario. I already took off my shirt and I'm at work. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, brother. I'm actually pretty excited. You guys know that I don't like to brag or say that I told you so. You know, I'm not about that life. I'm usually, you know, very humble and all that. But I tried telling you this trailer was going to be crazy. I tried to let you know that this was going to be really fun and really cool. And to my shock and surprise, man, it was even cooler than I thought. So I'm talking, of course, about the Venom Last Dance. Josh was almost naked. Almost caught me slipping. And yeah, look, it's KNULL, the symbiote god. Okay, they put KNULL into Venom 3. They put him right in the trailer. And so it's pretty crazy. I want to talk about it. I want to kind of break it down, speculate. There's a lot to get into. I think there's a lot of questions about what does this mean for Spider-Man 4 and the multiverse. I've seen a lot of theories, a lot of people chatting about it in the Discord, which I think is really cool. So yeah, let's get into it. Let me try to catch up on some chats here. Rossi, thank you. Philip, thanks for gifting a membership, brother. Appreciate you. Kyber Sith says, already took my shirt off and I'm at work. The Nerd King says, do you think KNULL will also have to do with Spider-Man 4 in Battle World? Oh shit, that's literally just what I was talking about. That's crazy that you would bring that up. Yeah, I think that's a high possibility. I think Sony and Marvel have been cooking something, and I do think this is part of it. So we'll see. We'll see, but I'm excited. Rossi says a bunch of the old timers were talking about maybe watching The Rocketeer on Twitch with you. There's some Marvel tie-ins that Trev told me about. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. The guy that did The Rocketeer, was he not the person that did the first Captain America movie, or am I crazy? I feel like there's definitely some MCU connections. I just don't exactly remember what they are. But okay, so let's start here because I already see some people in chat you know, not loving it, and I totally get it. I totally get it. It is Sony. Sony's gonna Sony. So let's maybe begin with, how do you guys feel about this KNULL thing? Like, what are your thoughts? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Throw it into the chat. Let's start there. Haunted Autumn says, what I want, Venom kills KNULL, Eddie comes to the MCU wanting to get the last bit of the suit, rivalry with Spider-Man ensues, but that won't happen. Let me read that again. Venom kills KNULL. Okay, that's interesting. Eddie comes to the MCU wanting to get the last bit of the suit. Rivalry with Spider-Man ensues. Won't happen, but Nerd Vengers for life. So do you think that Eddie Brock's gonna kill KNULL in this movie? Is that what you think's gonna happen? Because I definitely don't. Haunted Autumn says, Venom sacrificed himself to kill KNULL, I mean. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen either. So yeah, we'll get into it. I'm curious as to why you would want something like that to happen. So are you saying like overall or just in this movie? Because I guess the main thing that I should probably say here is this is not a one and done for Null. Okay. So, in Norwegian, Null is effing. So the comment section is funny. That's cool. So a lot of people are saying, and I think it's like Alex and Cryptic HD, maybe some others as well, that this is just the beginning for Null. Okay. And this is something I've heard as well. It's something that's been circulating out there that they want Null to kind of be like their Thanos. Okay. So Null's essentially going to be set up in this movie, but I highly doubt he's going to be very active in this film. Okay. To the point that some of the scenes that we saw in the trailer could actually be from like a post-credit scene. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. So a lot of questions about like how the plot's going to fit together and what the hell they're doing with Null. But let me just say that this is not a one and done. This is something that they've been thinking about for a while, that they want to intentionally set up. So yeah. Oh, he did direct Captain America 1. Cool. The everyday non-expert says, gotta dust off my Venom 3 from Donny Cates. Had him sign it a few years ago at SDCC. Would love if they just did King in Black. Poor Sentry. LOL. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they're definitely going to set up something big in the future. I don't know if it's going to be exactly like King in Black, but look, here's the, let me just say this to start with. I'm excited. Okay. I totally understand that it's Sony. Okay. But Sony, before this, what Sony was doing was like setting up multiversal Sinister Six and wanting to do all of this stuff like without Spider-Man, basically. So now you have Sony understanding. Like, I don't even know how this came about. Like, I wonder if this was Tom Hardy. I wonder if this was somebody at Marvel Studios. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This could literally be Kevin Feige. And that might sound crazy, but we know from the Sony email leaks that happened like several years ago, might even be like 6-7 years ago at this point. We know from those leaks that Kevin is constantly giving notes. He was giving notes on the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, right? So this could literally be a Feige idea. The other thing that's interesting here is they are doing Venom War right now. They're doing more with Null. And I think Null might be returning to Marvel Comics via Venom War. That might be the whole point. And there's like really crazy stuff there with like Eddie Brock potentially becoming Null himself. If you've seen the images of that, dude, it looks sick. It looks sick, dude, in the comics. So one of the things we kind of talk about, and it's interesting because I have another video coming out today. It's a 2-video day. I have another video coming out about the X-Men story and how Hugh Jackman's going to be Wolverine after Secret Wars, which, again, I told you so. And the fact that the new X-Men franchise is not going to have Hugh Jackman. Wolverine's not going to be on that team. Okay. And I don't know. I mean, it seems like a lot of the changes and a lot of the stuff that Marvel's doing is because of like Doctor Doom and this new recalibration. We recently just talked about Beyond the Spider-Verse potentially being delayed because they want to creatively rework it. You start to put all of this stuff together and you're like, oh man, is this brand cohesion thing. In the same way that Kevin Feige and Dan Buckley came in and ended the Krakoa era and started the new X-Men, did they get Venom Wars lined up because they wanted brand cohesion between what Sony's going to be doing and the comics? I mean, that sounds like something Kevin Feige would want to do, yeah? So, yeah, there's just a lot to this. There's a lot going on. Maybe the best thing to do is to just get into the trailer and break some of this stuff down and talk about my thoughts on all of this. You know what I mean? Bradley says, I was Paul in Dune and Wonka. I left for a Disney cut. I don't know what that means, but okay. James says, can we watch the trailer? I haven't seen it. Hell yeah, bro. We'll watch it in just a second. Everyday non-expert says, this is kind of brilliant. They can null without Spider-Man. Ooh, excuse me. Since it's really Venom heavy. Also, will we see Wraith? Not really sure about that. Not really sure about that, but they definitely have a lot of potential here, and it's cool to be able to pull away from Spider-Man. Also, I need more likes on the video. I hate to be that guy. I know we normally will go in the mornings. This is a little bit of a later stream. I know you probably got your afternoon lull. Maybe your blood sugar's dropping. Maybe you had an early lunch. Maybe you're already on your way home, but we need more likes on this stream. You need to like the video. You need to go get grandma. You need to go get mom. You need to like the video. Get your little sister. Get her on the TV account and like the video. Afternoon lull or afternoon null? Good one, Adam. Guys, I totally stole Adam's joke in my video as well. It was awesome. I enjoyed that. Okay, let us now. Let's watch this trailer together. Oh, and I have to do this. And we'll grab that and put that up there. Like that. Boom. All right, let's watch the trailer through. We'll watch it just regular one time, and then we'll get into breaking it down. Okay? Sound good?
I'm with you to the end.
Okay. Sorry about your ears. I didn't realize that was going to happen. If you just lost your hearing, please talk about it with Susan in the lobby. That one's not on me, so that's health and safety. Sorry about that.
This is your captain speaking. If you look out to your left, you'll see a beautiful view of the Grand Canyon.
Told you we could fly!
Oh, the Tom Cruise did it!
So there's Tom Cruise in the Venom universe. That's cool. Yeah.
You're not going to like this.
No, I can absolutely guarantee you I'm not gonna.
My home has found us.
Mm-hmm.
Who sent that thing?
Oh, shit!
My
Oh, shit, there he is!
Of course.
The symbiotes didn't come here by accident. They were running.
From what?
Oh, shit, there he is!
What's his name then?
No! We have something he needs.
So, do you guys know? Oh, man, this is just kind of exciting. So, Venom was doing some reshoots in Vegas the last couple of weeks. Just...
As long as Venom lives, everything will end.
What are we doing?
We need a disguise.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
Why do you keep knocking people out? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
It's a
This world can't survive if you stay together.
Yeah.
But I need him.
You're bad people. There we are.
Wait, what the fuck?
There comes a time in every man's life where you have to make a sacrifice.
Eddie, I'm with you to the end.
No, this is all the money that we have.
And this is all you guys on Fridays. This is you guys gambling on Fridays.
What is this feeling? It's like
This feeling?
It's like all of my problems have gone away. No!
I think you broke my foot.
Eddie, I need more money.
And I think that is a good trailer. Okay, so let's go through it again and let's break it down. So you got your little trailer before the trailer thing, right? But these creatures do continue to be, I mean, they look really fucking cool. You know what I mean? So that looks cool.
I'm with you to the end.
Okay, so official start of the trailer here. We've seen this scene before, right? On the airplane. A little bit more played up for comedy this time.
If you look out to your left,
If you look out to your left,
Grand Canyon.
and you got this lady and Venom and Eddie are on the side here. And she looks out and she sees him, and the wind is like, you know, making him look all goofy and stuff. And he gives her a wink. Classic Venom comedy. And then all of a sudden, this thing. And this looks dope, dude. I mean, look at the size of this thing. And honestly, I've seen, if you guys follow Cryptic HD, like, he has some great HD footage of some of these shots here. I mean, oh, god damn it. So, this right here. This sequence, I mean, this looks beautiful, dude, especially in like full ass HD, which what are we looking at here? Quality? They only have it in 1080. Okay. But this looks great. And it's really fun, and then they fall off. And I kind of like that shit, man. The way the music comes in here, and he's just falling through the air, it's pretty clever. Then you have Venom makes the parachute, right?
You're not going to like this.
You're not going to like this. No, I can absolutely guarantee you I'm not going to. Then we get this. Now, here's what's so weird about this. Hey, you don't say that, Adam. So here's what's so weird about this. Guys, put a 1 into the chat if you were here when we did a live stream after the first Venom trailer. Throw a 1 into the chat. And you already know probably where I'm going with this. You guys remember? Do you remember that a bunch of people came into this chat and were saying, enter KNULL? Anybody? It was weird. Like, to the point that, like, a bunch of accounts that I've never seen came in here and were like, enter KNULL. It was weird. We called it out. We were like, that seems like bots. It seems like a bunch of bots that came in and we're like, enter KNULL. Okay, so at the time when we watched that first trailer, I was like, the fuck are these people talking about? Like, you know, they're not going to do KNULL. Yeah, we were all like, what are they talking about? And then it was really weird because I remember it wasn't Cates, it was Stegman. Ryan Stegman actually talked about this on his Twitter. He was talking about KNULL. And that was like the first moment where I was like, dude, wait a minute. Stegman's talking about KNULL in this trailer? A bunch of other people started chirping about it. And so I looked at that trailer again. I remember I did another video about it because I was like, okay, well, I guess this is why people are saying technically it could be KNULL. These creatures resemble some of the creatures that KNULL makes. And if it's the home world and the home world's coming from them, technically that could be Clintar. That could be where KNULL comes from, et cetera, right? Well, it's just weird when you think back to those people in chat and you consider what's going on here. So in the second Venom movie, which it didn't even do as well as the first movie, but you could kind of say maybe pandemic a little bit on that, right? Well, Stegman is saying that he didn't know. And I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble here, but like the day that the slate came out for James Gunn's DC thing, Rob Liefeld's just randomly tweeting about the Authority. And I heard somebody else talking Authority. And I was like, what the fuck? So point is, I think some of these comic book writers, they claim they don't know. Bro, they know. Not always the case, but I've seen enough examples now where if a big piece of comic book pop culture happens and you've got some people that work in the comic book industry talking about some stuff, I'm going to pay attention. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Regardless, it's weird to think back to that first trailer. It seems like what was going on was Sony had bot accounts actually coming into different live streams and on different videos, planting the seed that KNULL was involved. What that implies is that Sony knows that KNULL is this big thing they're building and a big marketing angle for this movie. Now, when it came to Venom 2, who remembers what the marketing angle for that movie was? I'll wait. The KNULL co-creator on Twitter said he didn't know. Yeah, that's exactly who I'm talking about. I'm literally saying, and maybe they didn't know. I'm straight up telling you, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I think they did know. I think a lot of these people know more than they lead on. Okay? Yeah. Carnage, duh. I mean, Carnage was a part of it, but it's really about Tom Holland Spider-Man. So I don't know if you guys remember this, but they had some screenings of Spider-Man or Venom 2. And I remember Tom Hardy coming out of those screenings. I don't know if you remember this. He came out and he said, hey, so don't spoil any of this online. If you were to see anything, especially maybe at the end of the movie, don't mention it online. Now, what's ironic about that is like Tom Hardy had been spoiling Venom and Venom and Spider-Man on his Instagram like right after Venom 1. I think the whole idea of releasing that movie early and doing those screenings was to get people to talk about the post-credit scene. At the time, a lot of us joked about this. A lot of us were making jokes at Sony's expense because we were like, damn, they're really going to use a post-credit scene as the entire draw to go see the movie. Because it was very well established at that point that that post-credit scene was going to happen, and there was this big connection. Okay? So you start to see a pattern of Sony knowing how to dangle some keys, knowing how to put some stuff out there that's going to get people talking and get people excited to check out the movies. That's what KNULL is for this movie. And it's odd to think back to that first trailer because this line here that we're about to see in the trailer right now was in the other trailer. And it was the biggest thing that sort of hinted at KNULL. So it's interesting when you think about the placement here in this trailer.
Who sent that thing?
Okay, so let's get into the actual KNULL shots here. Okay, so what you appear to have here is a bunch of symbiotes that seem to be in suspended animation. Okay, like they seem to be either dead or suspended somehow. Maybe they're in some kind of liquid. Maybe they're in some kind of gas or something like that, right? And then the camera kind of pans up and you get this shot of KNULL on the throne. Okay, so this is weird. Okay, and it's not necessarily the same as what's going on in the comics. Okay, so in Marvel Comics, KNULL creates the symbiotes. And at first, he just creates them as like, they're just there to spread the darkness, right? They're just there to like go spread into planets, consume everything, turn it into darkness. They're like he is a piece of the void. And so they are all kind of like pieces of the void. But, and I don't exactly remember how this goes down because I think it got retconned. But I think what essentially happens is some of the symbiotes end up rejecting KNULL. They don't want to just be agents of doom and death and chaos and all that sort of stuff. So they formulate a prison around Null. Okay? And this is where you get the difference between some symbiotes like maybe Carnage or Venom, and then the ones that were just working for Null that had the weird spiral on their faces, right? And so there's a difference. There's some, Clintar means cage. Yeah. So the symbiotes form the Clintar around Null, and that becomes the symbiote planet. Then they go on to have their own philosophy. They actually forget Null or reprogram the hive mind memory to forget Null or something like that. So then it's like all of that shit gets lost to time. Eventually, Null regains power, wakes up, and begins using the symbiotes. But he uses the symbiotes, but he also uses other like beings and like the dragons, and they actually do have some like crab-looking kind of things. He's like creating new symbiotes or like new symbiote life to then try to conquer. So that's kind of the history of like Clintar and of Null and all of that, right? So then the question becomes like, well, what are we looking at here? Are these symbiotes that maybe
who sent that thing?
Turned, and are they then killed by Null or like suspended or something? Because remember, this trailer says in 2 different ways that the symbiotes were on the run from Null. So the first part is Venom telling Eddie, my home, they found us. They also say we have something he wants, talking about Null. So there's clearly something that they have, and they've been sort of running from it. Later on in the trailer, you have one of the females talking about how she knows that the symbiotes didn't just come here on accident. They were running from something. So they were running likely from Null. So what I think is probably going to happen, because, they probably want to simplify it for the movie. You'll have Null, the original creator of the symbiotes. He will be betrayed by them and caged, but eventually he breaks out. Okay, so at this time in Venom 3, we're probably going to see Venom, or rather Null, break out of his prison and begin to use his resources to track down the other symbiotes. Perhaps that's why he needs Venom. Okay? So what I think this could be right here is Null flipped the script and he put all the symbiotes into the center of the planet, or he put them into suspended animation, and now he's free on the surface of the planet, right? Because again, it kind of like pans up, almost comes through the floor there. The symbiotes didn't come here by accident.
They were running.
They were running from what? And then we cut back to Null. And again, if you look at this, it's a lot of the like new creatures. You don't really see a lot of symbiotes in this shot. Right? They're all like the creepy crawlies. Then we get this, which is essentially the money shot here. And a lot of interesting stuff here. So yes, it's Null. We don't really know who's playing him, hidden. But some people are speculating it's Norman Reedus. That would be sick, dude. I have no idea who it is. He's holding something here that has all these spikes. Could be perhaps one of the new creatures, and maybe he's like birthing life into it. But what I'm really interested in is whatever this energy is here to the left of the screen. What do you guys think that could be? Like that, man. You see that? Here, I'll slow it down. Check this out. Right over here. Like, what the hell? Blunt smoke? I mean, maybe, but I don't know if it would be Ray. Yeah, absolutely. Like, what is that, dude? What is that? His conjuring powers? I mean, maybe.
What's his name?
What's his name then? I mean, they went all the way to like name dropping him. That's pretty wild. We have something he needs. Now, what could that be? Okay. I think there's kind of like two options here. Number one, this could have something to do with the multiverse. It could have something to do with Venom and Eddie Brock. Friendship? Yeah, maybe. Eddie Brock and Venom traveling into 616. Yeah. So it could be something to do with how they traveled. He has a P.O. box. Damn it! I knew I forgot something. Look, we'll get that set up, okay? So it could be something to do with the multiverse. It could also be Spider-Man's related. Now, that one to me feels like a stretch, but also it's Sony, so maybe not. But there's this question of the young Peter Parker. Okay? I talked about this in the first trailer. This is from an old plot leak. Young Peter Parker. Let me TLDR this, and then I'll show you young Peter Parker in the trailer. Okay? The TLDR was going to be that after Eddie and Venom got back to their universe, they would somehow realize that Spider-Man was going to kill them. That they were going to be killed by Spider-Man in the future. Okay? So then they go to kill Spider-Man. Only when they go to do that, it's a young boy and they can't just kill him. So instead, they end up hanging out with him, and it's kind of one of those lone wolf and cub things, one of those Mandalorian things where they were originally going to, take him out. Now all of a sudden, they're going to watch him, be friends with him, and protect him. But then the question becomes, how do you connect that to KNULL, the symbiote god? Does KNULL, the symbiote god, understand what the anchor beings are? And does that young Peter Parker become an anchor being? So, I think it could either be just something connected to the multiverse, or it could be connected to Peter Parker. But there's something else that's weird in this trailer, which makes me think it could just be something about Venom. Okay? Because it says, or rather, I think Toxin says, if they stay together, everything will be destroyed. Do you see what I mean? So it's like there's a lot of confusing elements. Let's get to that. As long as Venom lives, everything will end. Now that feels like it has to be connected to the actual Venom symbiote, and perhaps something King in Black-ish. You know what I mean? Because there's something really special about Eddie and Venom, which KNULL wants in King in Black, right? So does this have something to do with them? Because one of the things they're trying to set up in the movie is the fact that, like, Eddie and Venom are perfect together. They love each other. And they don't want to be separated. Okay? But it feels like they have to be separated. That's the sacrifice that they have to make to keep everybody safe. Now, I'm going to fast forward, and I'm going to probably spoil the end of Venom for you, this movie we're talking about right now, because I think it's pretty obvious where this is going. I'll give you 3, 2, 1. Oh, man, and now I'm going to sneeze, so I might give you a little more. Uh-oh. This movie's going to be trash, just like the last two. What? You guys aren't super excited? Who gives a shite? What? Wait a minute. You guys got to be excited about KNULL the symbiote god. That stupid LOL? What the hell? I didn't even say it yet. Oh, my God. Bring in Dylan? I mean, that would be cool. Yeah, we're going to do a poll. We'll do a poll in a little bit here. Holy shit. Just let me have this one, okay? I'm excited about this. So, do you remember in, I think, the first Venom trailer, there's the shot of Eddie in the bar disappearing again, the same way he did at the end of the post-credit scene for No Way Home. You remember? You remember? Do you remember? Okay. So, what I think is going on is Eddie and Venom are going to have to leave this universe. They might defeat the initial wave that's there for them that KNULL sent. But I think they're going to have to leave the universe at the end of the movie in order to save the planet from KNULL's invasion and power. Okay? I have no idea how they're going to set that up, how they're going to make it so they can actually leave and do it on purpose and all that sort of stuff. But I just think that's probably what they are cooking. Okay? Again, I have no idea how that'll work, but we do know that the spell that Doctor Strange cast in Spider-Man No Way Home, we know that spell is going to be broken and explored in the multiversal saga. That spell may be very important for everything that Marvel's doing with Secret Wars. Crazy, okay? Okay, let's keep going.
What are we doing? We need a disguise.
Hey, man.
This guy freaking peeing on their toes, man. What the hell? Nice slap.
Why do you keep knocking people out? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
This October. Guys, it's right around the corner.
We've come a long way. You and me.
And then we got a little montage of them together.
This world can't survive if you stay together.
This world can't survive if you stay together. They keep bringing that up. Now, this is another thing that's kind of interesting. You can see here, this creature attacking Venom. It seems to be in the facility here with like the, what are they? It's not the Future Foundation. It was some kind of other foundation. The Life Foundation, I think. But in the water scene and in this scene, you have Eddie and Venom fighting against these creatures. And it seems like Chiwetel Ejiofor and the Life Foundation, they are all fighting against these creatures. So they might actually get suited up with some Venom symbiotes. And you might have other symbiote people fighting alongside Venom to defeat the KNULL things. That's what I think is happening. Because, like, right there, they're not shooting at Venom.
But I need him.
Get the horse thing. That's cool. Eating heads. That's cool. This is the kid. This is the kid. So in the other trailer, you can actually see this kid like all across this movie. Even at the end, there's like action sequences. You can see him there. I guess there's the possibility here that they changed the movie and he's not young Peter Parker anymore. Like maybe they leaned way into the KNULL stuff and they kind of stopped that from happening. But it's possible they got it all going on, man. It's just super messy, super crazy. And they're going to have Spider-Man and KNULL and the Sinister Six and Morbius is going to pop up. It's Morbin time.
There comes a time in every man's life where you have to make a sacrifice.
Where you have to make a sacrifice. And then they go tip to tip here.
I'm with you to the end.
I'm with you to the end. You know, making that sacrifice. I mean, they could have changed it to Dylan. I don't think they did, but they could.
No, this is all the money that we have.
And then again, they did this for the Nerd Avengers, you know. It's like all of my problems have gone away.
You keep working your foot.
Is that how you guys feel when you're gambling? You're like, dude, all my problems have gone away. So yeah, I think there's actually a lot in there. It's not all super clear, that we don't know fully what it all means. But yeah, dude, that's enough for me to get excited. That's enough for me to get excited. Okay, let me catch up on some chats. We'll see what questions you guys have. Oh, and hang on now. I need the chat box. I'd love to know what y'all are saying on the screen. Shannon Sharp was sounding like Venom in that IG live. Yeah, totally. I was gonna make a Shannon Sharp joke earlier, but I decided against it. I decided probably wasn't a great look there. Okay, here we go. Let me read some of this. Can we watch the trailer? Yeah, we just did. Kyber Sith says, want to talk about Star Wars? Nah, I'm good. The Saviors 007, 30 months, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Not enter Knoll, but butthole. What? John Johnston says, Josh and Kendrick Super Bowl. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess. Haunted says, trailer had some nostalgia driven feels I was not expecting. If Eddie shows up in the MCU looking for that bit of Venom, I'm reminding you of today. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad theory. It's not a bad theory. I've heard that little bit of Venom is going to end up with Tom Holland. That's what I heard. Kalen says, what if they show Knoll at the end of the movie and Andrew Garfield is the post-credit scene? Yeah, that would be sick. That would be sick for sure. We're definitely getting Andrew Garfield. They already teasing Knoll like this. It's possible. It's possible. I think... Okay, here's what I really think. I think Venom, Knoll, Andrew Garfield, Toby, and Tom Holland, I think Sony wants to cook with all of that. I don't know if it's Spider-Man 4. It could literally be Spider-Man 4. I don't think so, though. But do you guys remember we heard it was... Man, it must have been... probably close to 6 to 9 months ago. There were reports that Sony wanted to continue the multiverse. So there was essentially a discussion at one time whether or not Sony and Marvel would combine their universes, bringing, Tom Hardy, Venom, and all that stuff, and smashing it all together within the soft rebooted MCU. These are very, very old rumors. Apparently, within the last year, Sony kind of decided, no, we don't want to do that. We still want the multiverse, and we still want to do multiversal stuff, even beyond what we're doing with you in Secret Wars. So, I think Knoll is their Thanos, and I think they're setting Knoll up for something really big, for something that they want. And in fact, we've seen some of the scoopers and the insiders are kind of like teasing this. Like, let's see here. What did Cryptic say? He had an interesting bit here. Which, let me try to find it. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at this interaction here. So this guy said about to be wasted. So this guy's, sounds like a lot of you guys in chat, Like this is a lot of you guys. You guys are saying the same bullshit. And Cryptic said, no, he will not. Bro isn't doing anything in this film. They'll save him for something bigger. Venom cannot take that multiversal threat on alone. I mean, are you supposed to be saying that Knoll is a multiversal threat? I don't know if this guy's supposed to say that. But, Cryptic, if you're watching, thanks for saying that. You know, it's pretty sick, bro. So yeah, and there's other stuff. There's other stuff. I think Alex Perez is teasing some of this as well. So look, I don't even think KNULL is gonna be the Spider-Man 4 thing. I think Noel's gonna be a real crazy big bad. And in fact, this is speculation, so I don't want to hear any bullcrap. Okay, but you know, what if Noel is talked about in Beyond the Spider-Verse? Because we originally heard that there was plans to have Miguel working with Kang. Okay, so look, don't listen to Trev. Listen to me. That was a big deal. That was a plan. It was something they were really working on. And they obviously went a different way. So now, if Sony wants to connect to Doctor Doom, sure, they could do that and they could figure that out. Or they now have their own big bad that they could tease in this Beyond movie. They could tease in Venom 3. They could potentially tease in whatever other movies they do. And they could set up a crazy multiversal movie with the Spider Boys and their Venom, and potentially even a whole new Spider-Man, this kid, fighting against Noel, the symbiote god, racing around the multiverse. Pretty wild. Pretty wild, chat. Beyond or Noel? No, but like Noel is very powerful. Very powerful. So, yeah. What are your thoughts here, chat? What are your thoughts? And now I'm going to go to the polls. I want to go to the polls and see how you guys feel about this. Okay, here's how I will word this. Does the Noel reveal in the trailer make you more excited for Venom 3? That is the question. Oh, what the hell? And I bet we don't even see his face. Yeah, maybe not. But you remember what you saw from Thanos in Avengers 1? Just some goofy ass side profile and he smiled. And we were all like, let's fucking go. That's our guy. Hell yeah. RDJ as Noel. That's a great joke. I am stealing that. I'm going to steal that. That's mine now. I came up with that. And then Rossi says, Sony gonna Sony. The first trailer was so completely different from the new trailer. Why did Sony even release the first trailer? I heard the movie. How did you hurt the movie? What the hell? The fact that it's Norman Reedus is wild. Well, that hasn't been confirmed, and I'm not really sure about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, bro. Hey, bro, I don't know about that, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know about that. I mean, I guess, maybe. I mean, I guess. The Exodus says, if Spider-Man 4 is meant to be a Civil War level banger between the Avengers movies, Noel is perfect for uniting the Sonyverse before Secret Wars. Yeah, still a lot of questions about that, right? Like, I'm just going to say this. I don't want Noel to be the villain of Spider-Man 4. Yeah, like I'm not about that. Now, could there be another villain that's connected to Noel? Yes. Yes. That could be cool. Okay. So, like in a different Carnage, a Venomized other villain. Yeah. Oh, it hurt the movie. I wish I could hurt Sony. Yeah. Well, let me ask you guys. Do you agree that this is a totally different trailer? I don't really think it's that different. Rossi is claiming that this was so different that he's basically confused. Venom Von Doom? Oh, hell yeah. You think the vibe's better? Rossi is wrong. Uh-oh. Nobody can help Rossi. Oh no. Oh no, Rossi, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make everybody turn on you. What do you mean by different? It's very similar to the other trailer. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh, now he's just got the socks out. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. To me, it doesn't seem that different. I mean, maybe the idea of the movie being about young Peter Parker is different than the movie being about Noel. Like, maybe that's what you're talking about. But I think that's really only for, like, really sweaty nerds like us. Most people didn't even catch Peter Parker in the first one. In fact, after that trailer came out, Paul from Heavy Spoilers hit me up, and he was like, bro, I just watched your video. I didn't even catch the kid at all. And I was like, God damn it, I got to rethink this whole YouTube thing. But, yeah, so I think a lot of people just didn't even get the kid in the trailer. So I don't know how much people were even talking about that. Everything you were talking about with Noel is only for really sweaty nerds like us. Yeah, but here's what I would say about that. This is very similar to Thanos. Like, when Thanos showed up in Avengers, bro, nobody knew what that was. Like, 90% of the people in the theater were like, what the fuck? And then we get out of the theater, and it's like a bunch of nerds holding council in the garden. You know what I mean? Spreading the good word. I remember I came out of that theater and I was like, hear ye, if you would like an explanation of the post-credits scene, sit before this nerd. And everybody like sat in front of me. This was before I had the YouTube channel, right? And everybody like sat before me and I like explained it. And I was like, in the beginning, there was the Thanos quest. You know? Yeah, it was great. It was great. There was a couple socks involved, you know. So the point is, it's not like everybody, when they saw Avengers 1, was like, oh shit, it's Thanos, and I understand who that is and why that matters. No, it was just a cool, like, what the fuck was that? And we are gathered around still to this day. Hell yeah. I don't disagree, but since we have no casting, I think it's going to be quick and brief. Oh, you mean Noel in this film? Yeah, I mean, I don't expect Noel to be doing a lot in this movie. But I will say, even from what we saw in the trailer, that's way more than I thought. Like, I thought at some point they would be like, this could be Noel, and that's it. But, bro, they're focusing a lot on Noel. They're showing Noel. They're showing Clintar. They're showing Noel with some kind of weird energy power thing. Like, bro, Cryptic HD is saying he's a multiversal threat. I mean, come on. Come on, man. What do we think's happening here? Sorry if this is a wild question, but could Kingpin worship or work for Noel? Just wondering how street level and multiversal could blend in Spider-Man 4. I love that idea. I don't know exactly how it would work, but I love the idea. One of the things that's cool about Venom and the symbiotes is like you could venomize or venomify any character. I mean, look at Marvel Snap and all the different variants, dude. They got venomized Thor, venomized Black Widow, venomized this, venomized that. Could you do venomized Kingpin? Absolutely. I don't know how that would work, but you could absolutely do it. Yeah, I mean, we'd have to see how they would cook. You know, something else that could be really interesting is if Tom Holland Spider-Man puts the Venom symbiote on, he's brought back to life, and then he starts getting like visions of KNULL in the same way that like Tony Stark was getting visions of Thanos. Woo! That would be sick. Oh, Rejected Scooper. I mean, I don't really think Rejected Scooper's that good, to be honest with you. But I'll look and see what he says here. Oh, he's saying it's Norman Reedus? I mean, again, I just don't know. That's not a reliable account, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately, not that reliable. Rossi says, okay, hang on. Let's see what he says here. I guess what I'm trying to say is Venom 3 feels way more important to the overall Marvel multiverse now. The new trailer has a greater impact for me. Yes, and I will tell you that is exactly what Sony wants. And look, I know, like, at the end of the day, guys, you know, we're being cheeky, we're being funny, but Sony's not giving that fucking license back. You know? Like, period. They're not giving that shit back to Marvel. The best hope we have is that they pulled their ass out of their head. And so any little sign I get of like, oh shit, they're cooking. Oh shit, they know what they're doing. Yo, they know that KNULL, because KNULL's such an interesting, unique character. I don't know if there's been a better character invented in the last 20 years at Marvel. Period. A lot of talent does not create great shit, especially original characters, because the studio owns the characters, right? Who else has been created in the last 20 years that's as cool as KNULL? Is it Miss Marvel? I'll tell you, no, it's not. Kamala's cool. She's not KNULL the symbiote cool. Are you fucking kidding me? KNULL has sustained omnibuses worth of material, and they're doing another event playing off of all the lore that they've established. Like, KNULL is so fucking cool, dude. So cool. The gold guy from Unity? Well, yes, but I mean, Unity's kind of on the low right now. We're not officially published. We're not out there for everybody to read. But yes, Midas is cooler than KNULL, the symbiote god. But, you know, we can't talk that shit yet. It's too early. We can't talk that shit yet. We got a lot of work to do with Unity. But yes, that'll be a thing. Okay, Jared says, Josh, you are missing the biggest MCU question. Everyone is after Tiamat's head and hands coming out of the earth. But the Nerdvengers want the Tiamat feet pick. Oh my Christ. You know, you really had me there. You really had me in the first half. You know, I thought this was going to be a really well thought out question. I was really excited. Tiamat feet picks? So let's look at this poll. Does the KNULL reveal in the trailer make you more excited for Venom 3? Guys, 74% of you say yes. Guys, that is 100% mission accomplished. Sony should feel really good about that. And I know it's goofy, right? But this could literally add 100, maybe 200 million dollars to the box office. Like, what do you guys think? Like, just be honest with me. This KNULL thing, even if you don't love it, you know it's pretty hype, right? How much money do you think this is adding to the box office? How much? Let's see here. Cool Bear says, can we deep dive on KNULL going into Venom 3? Yes. Nerdvengers for life. Hashtag blob. Get the P.O. box. I'm gonna. $6? That's like a fucking matinee ticket. Are you kidding me? Chill, not 200. Dude. $69. Extra 50 million at least. I mean, that's closer, yeah. Do you think Tiamat could eventually become the MCU version of Avengers Mountain? Yeah, that would be sick. That would be really cool. I wasn't going to see it in theaters, but now I prob am. Hello? Word of mouth will kill all that talk. What if it's a little badass, though? What if it's badass? You know what I mean? Like, what if that shit's badass? Give me the KNULL popcorn bucket. Bro, that's what I'm talking about. Guys, we are in the age of at least Marvel Studios being like, okay, yeah, fuck it. Give them what they want. That's basically what it is. Like, oh, we tried to build up this character. We tried to do this, that, second, and the third. We tried it. Didn't work. Give them what they want. We are in that era. Oh, my God. If Sony follows suit, this is the coolest shit they have, bro. This is the coolest shit they have. And, oh, man, if they get the right talent in there, they get the right people to sort of take this baton of KNULL and push it forward. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah. They tried their way. Now do it our way. That's what I'm talking about. Not looking good. Destin, what? Destin, no, it can't be. Okay, can we pivot the conversation just for a little bit? It's a little bit of a weird day. I've already been up working on multiple videos. Got the Venom video out. Got a X-Men Wolverine video coming out. And I want to stream tonight. Okay, I want to stream tonight. So I'm probably going to get out of here relatively soon. Maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I want to stream tonight. So what I want to do tonight, and I apologize about missing yesterday, guys. I had a little bit of a migraine going on. I was working on some scripts. I'm behind, man. You know, taking the weekend off to go to the wedding was great, but I'm behind. Okay. So what do we want to do tonight? Because here's the thing. I want to watch the old 1994 Fantastic Four movie. And I also thought it would be cool to watch the documentary for that too, right? Yeah, so football's on tonight too, right? That's kind of another thing. So here's a couple options. We could just watch the movie tonight, and then maybe we do a gaming stream over the weekend, or we just make Friday into a gaming stream, or we stream games and we watch Fantastic Four tonight. It's Friday? No, it's Thursday, bro. What you talking about? It's Thursday. Was about to say, what about a gaming stream tonight? Friday gaming. Unity progress is good. We're cooking. Watch Meteor Man. What? Oh, is that James Earl Jones? Friday gaming. Yeah, because like the Marvel vs. Capcom thing came out. The collection. Tomorrow we game together. I mean, that sounds fun. So maybe we just turn Friday into gaming. He's in the service industry. Thing is, it's Friday. Yeah, maybe. Play Space Marine 2 with Ryan tomorrow? I mean, I want to play... Dude, there's so much game. Can I tell you guys something I was thinking about too? And I shouldn't even say this. Because... Yeah, I probably shouldn't even say this. Okay, but... There's so much that I want to do on stream. Okay? Space Marine 2. Fortnite. I still need to do my Fortnite missions. I need to play Marvel vs. Capcom. I want to play MVC 2, but I also want to play like the Punisher beat 'em up, Children of the Atom, like all that stuff. Your PC can't run Fortnite. It can if I just give it some space. There's friggin' Snap. Marvel Snap. Okay? There's so many things I want to do and play. Okay? So what I thought, I was like, well, you know what we could do? We could do like a capped subathon. Meaning like I could do a thing where each new subscription added like, I don't know, 3-5 minutes to the stream. And we started off with like a 2-hour stream. And then every new subscription, because they're like 25% off on Twitch right now, I think. Don't do 5 minutes. Is that bad? 30 seconds? Adds like 3 hours. Yeah. What's the cap? Well, I just need to do stuff on Sunday. So the cap would probably be like Saturday night. But here's the thing. We're getting a new couch. Prime stream. Hold on. Prime stream. Sunday. Okay. Listen, Linda. So what I could do is we have a new couch coming in. I could bring the old couch right in here. Probably right here, to be honest with you. And we'll do a degenerate subathon / memberthon. And I'll even sleep on stream. We'll have a sleepover. And tomorrow night I'll sleep on stream. Wake up, have some coffee and some breakfast, and get right back to it. Shirtless? I don't know about shirtless. In fact, I might put on several shirts. We can do what Ludwig does and mods take over when he falls asleep. Yeah, and you guys could play some videos over top of me sleeping or something. Yeah, that'd be fun. Nude? Yeah, definitely. Definitely, of course. Of course. We can watch Penguin. You doing it on Sunday? When does it comes out on Sunday? Show us your sock collection. Oh God. Oh God. When? So if I did this stream, I'd probably start at like noon tomorrow. And then we could go all the way to like Saturday night or like Sunday morning or something like that. I will break you with subs. Well, see, that makes me not want to do it. You got this weekend? I mean, technically, yeah, I don't really have anything going on. I think we have a thing Sunday night, and then I do need to work. But like, if we get enough subs, I could technically just stream and it's fine, and then I'll just pick up the work next week. Only Josh would try to set up a subathon in less than 24 hours. This will go very well. So you're saying it's a bad idea? Yeah, and I mean, we can even watch the UFC. I mean, we can't show the UFC, but I could have the UFC on. Well, I mean, like, what do you even need for a subathon? First of all, I don't even know how long we would go. You know? Bro, you had 2 Fortnite screens the other day. LOL, yes. Give yourself a week. So I could do that. I could actually wait and do it next week and clear some space, and then we could do it, like, potentially keep it up to, like, 4 days. Can you imagine if I streamed 4 days straight? Yeah, maybe we could wait and do it next week. Because it's all, like, the September, that's what they call it on Twitch. It's all of September. So for all of September, subs are cheaper. And so it's a good time to do a subathon. Yeah. You can start the Den of Explained stream at night with Comics Explained. Oh, not a bad idea. Not a fan of this idea. Yet, if you really want to do it, go ahead. Well, here's the thing. I've never done it. A lot of streamers do it. I've never done it. So I don't know what to expect. It could be fun for like 3 hours, and then I could be fucking miserable for days. I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to expect. Makes you look thirsty? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care, number one. And number two, I don't even agree. You know, like, I think the kind of person that thinks a subathon makes you look thirsty is going to think that about a lot of things. And I just don't care. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't a pre-established thing that a lot of streamers have done, I wouldn't even be thinking of it. You know what I mean? Elisa about to come in and unplug the PC. You know, I think she'd be down, but we'd have to do it now before she gets like two preggers. You know what I mean? Dawn says you should do it next week and try to have some guests like Rob, Paul to keep it fresh. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that could be fun. Cap says do it in like a week. Hype it up and lead up to see if Paul and Rob and others will stop in for segments. That's true. That's true. I don't know that the gifted subs are included in the discounted sub price for September. Oh yeah? Can somebody fact check that? Yeah, Elisa said it could be fun. Yeah, it could be fun. You know? Like, I honestly don't know what to expect. And it's not like I would be on camera the whole time because I'm going to take showers and, you know, come back and, you know, play with Liam. I'll probably eat on stream a lot. The other thing is on YouTube, you can only have a stream going for 12 hours. So you have to like part 1, part 2, part 3 and all that. So, what is this link? What the hell? Bonus gifted subs are available for 5 days starting the 26th until October 1st. Bonus gift subs are available for every 5 gifted sub will get a bonus sub. Okay, well that's not the same thing. Tim, I got you. Wait, where is your super chat, bud? All right, hang on. Recurring subscription, mobile subscription are not eligible. What? Discounts on the first term subscription, existing subscription are not included. Prime are not included. Gifted subs are not included? What the fuck? But for the bonus they are, unless purchased during the bonus gift sub period. So that's all the way to the 26th, okay? That's crazy. I can't believe they don't do it for the gifted. That's lame. Although I guess starting on the 26th they do? Yeah, maybe we could just start it up on the 26th and see if it goes all the way to October. Yeah, we'll see. Starting 1p on the 26th. Yeah. Gotcha, David. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that's cool. We figured that out together. So maybe we'll just wait till the 26th. We could set it up for then and see what happens. That gives me like 2 weeks to hit other people up, you know, try to get some collabs. A lot of gaming. A lot of gaming to be done. Yeah. Okay, cool. The only other thing I wanted to talk about on stream right now is the whole idea. Well, let me catch up on these chats first. But I did want to talk a little bit about Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, how I was right and shit. So I don't know. Let me know. Captain Sugat says do it in like a week. Oh, yeah. And then RJ says 17 months of nerd venging. Let's go. Thanks for this community, Josh. I think a subathon would be awesome. Hope you and the fam are doing great. Yeah, we're doing well, man. Tim says, I appreciate the stream today, Josh. Didn't really like the first Venom. Didn't even see the second one. But Noel and you made me more interested for this. Oh, hell yeah. What about watching Venom 1? Dude, I'd be down. But tonight I kind of want to do the Fantastic Four. I mean, you know, Venom wouldn't be the worst, but... You didn't even see the second one, Adam? What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Did he talk about the Penguin reviews? I did not. Are they pretty high? Are they pretty high? I mean, it looks cool. I saw that Paul really likes it. Yeah. That's cool. So, briefly, I do have a full video coming out about this, and I'm gonna like get into a lot of the speculation, the spoilers, and whatnot. But so it came out yesterday. I believe Daniel said this. Hugh Jackman is gonna be the Wolverine after Secret Wars, and Wolverine will not be on the initial X-Men team. Which, dude, I've been talking about this for like almost a year. But, you know, Daniel comes forward and talks about it too. I mean, yeah, that's another feather in the cap. So I'm curious. I just want to know what you guys think. Anthony says, can we see you play some MVC now? I actually don't have it purchased or downloaded. But maybe later tonight we could play some. Because I do want to... I'm going to go live either way, guys. I'll probably be live tonight at 7:30. And we're going to watch something, but maybe we'll play a little Marvel's Capcom 2. They're going to keep them as long going so they can actually join to play Old Man Logan. Yeah, possibly. Hugh wants to do that exercise and diet regimen for life. Yeah, well... I mean, I think he wants to do a lot more, yeah. Are we going to see Wolvie as an Avenger? I think it's possible, man. I think it's possible, yeah. Oh, no, I saw it, the Exodus. That was a good super chat, too. It definitely had me thinking. I remember. It was like about Nolan shit. Let me see here. Peter's ultimate test. Noel should be... Oh, okay. I did miss this. If Doom is Peter's ultimate test, then Noel should be his homework. Dies in Doomsday, returns in Spidey 4 versus Noel, then Doom versus Peter. I mean, you're not wrong. That's cool. But I just don't think they want to have... Because then you'd have to have Noel defeated. And I don't think Sony wants Noel to be the villain that's defeated between the Avengers movies. I think they have a lot planned with Noel. Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, and maybe it's just like a partial thing, like they beat him in Spider-Man 4, but not fully, and then, you know, it's Doomsday and all that. But, yeah, it's a cool idea, though. It's a cool idea. Wants that paycheck for life? Oh, dude, he's going to be paid very well for a long, long time. But it's because he's brilliant in the role. Everybody loves him in the role. And fucking Deadpool and Wolverine just made like $1 bajillion, dude. So of course they want to pay that man. Pay that man his money. You know? Didn't Gore have his sword in Thor? Yeah, but we don't have to talk about that, man. Pass the mantle after Secret Wars? Yeah, so out of curiosity, how many of you feel that way? How many of you guys are like, yeah, they got to pass the baton after Secret Wars? Because, like, I get it. You know, I get it. But, again, I have been saying for some time, like, that shit's not going to happen. Like, they're... Getting a great casting is pretty difficult, okay? Having completely iconic casting, that's super rare. So I think what Marvel's really seeing is, why would we try to crack the code with something that would obviously be inferior, especially when this dude still wants to do it? Like, Deadpool and Wolverine is the proof in the pudding. Like, dude, with a lot of stunt work and a lot of CGI and different things, they made it super easy for him to do that. I also think, like, Wolverine looks older and grizzled, even in modern comics. I mean, he's been around for, like, hundreds of years. He looks older. You know what I mean? So, like, you get, like, a young, like, Henry Cavill, or you get some, like, really young, like, good-looking dude. That's not even Wolverine, bro. That's like when Jackman first signed up. Technically speaking, Jackman is actually aged into the role because that's Wolverine. That's what it is. He's this dude that's 200 years old, healing factor, smokes like a chimney, drinks like a sailor. He doesn't take care of himself. He doesn't look good. Bad take? No, that's like an incredible take. That's probably the best take you've heard all day, Destin. Like, that is the take. Any take counter to that take is the bad take. Hello? So, yeah, that's part of why they're going to do it. And I also think that they're going to set up, you know, some younger X-Men and some younger people, and they're still going to utilize Hugh Jackman, utilize him maybe in other projects, and then as they build up towards what I think is going to be a lot of, like, Celestial shit, because I think it's going to be like Celestials, Eternals, and Mutants in a big, crazy, epic thing. That's probably what they're going to do. They'll use Hugh Jackman sparingly and have him drop in. Maybe have him be a little bit more like RDJ was as Tony in the Infinity Saga, you know? And I'm down. What time tonight? 7:30. 7:30 p.m. We need the Cavalry. I mean, Cavalry's cool. I like Cavalry. Excuse me. I like Cavalry. But I also love Hugh Jackman. X-23 movie? Yeah, I mean, X-23 could be hanging out with Wolverine. Maybe they're doing something like that. Not really sure. There's also a lot of hype around a potential Alpha Flight thing. And technically, yeah, no, you got a lot of Canadian energy there, so maybe they do some Alpha Flight. Maybe X-23 joins in on Alpha Flight. I'm fine with Hugh Jackman for now, but he can't do this much longer. And with how long it takes these movies to come out, I think technology is improving the ability for all of these actors to do this. I mean, do you think that Pedro Pascal is too old to be the Mandalorian? Too old to be the Mandalorian? No? Yeah, one wears the helmet. That's my point, is that it's actually the stunt people that are doing most of the performance. I'm not saying that Hugh doesn't, you know, get down and do some stuff, but really, like, it's the stunt people, it's the visual effects. Hugh Jackman is there to give you some of those crazy speeches. And he could do that forever. Forever. Like, do you think RDJ is too old? He's too old to fly around in that suit? Come on, man. Come on, man. He's just a pretty face. That's what you're saying? Yeah, I mean, kind of, yeah. His stunt double does most of the work. Exactly. So I think it's easier than ever for these guys to do these roles. Yeah. It's probably easier to get their body looking good as well with advancements over there. And then even like the CGI that they can do there. Yeah. And then like you get shredded for maybe one shirtless scene per movie. And you don't even have to. But yeah, you probably like get shredded for like one shirtless scene. You think this guy can't get shredded once every 3 to 4 years? Come on, guys. What are we talking about here? You know, he's playing pretend, right? Like that's what they're doing. They're pretending to be Wolverine. He's not actually popping claws and throwing Deadpool through trees and shit, right? It's pretend. This ain't your grandpa's trembolone, Sammy. I mean, you jest, but that's actually true. You know, there's so many crazy things they're doing with peptides and stuff nowadays. A lot of stuff they can do that's a lot easier on the body and the heart and all that. He's going to have to keep paying for alimony payments. I mean, he got this gig after the divorce. All this money that's coming in. I mean, yeah, some of it will probably go to alimony for sure. But it's not like she gets half. Wait, what? Really? Wait, what? What are you talking about? What are you asking me about there? Okay, guys, I have to get on out of here, okay? I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being here. It was cool to talk about KNULL. I knew in this morning, because I got really excited about the trailer, right? So I knew I wanted to do the video, and I wanted to be excited, but I also knew I wanted to talk to the Nerd Vengers. I knew a lot of you guys were not going to be down. You know, Marvel, you know, gonna Marvel. Sony, gonna Sony. So I totally get it, and I understand it. However... you got to keep streaming until you're 90, at least until I'm 90. Yeah, my job. You guys don't think? Do you think I'm getting too old for this? Do you think I'm getting too old for this streaming? I mean, we'll see after that subathon. Maybe I am too old for this. Okay, so that's that. Appreciate you. Happy to talk about that with you. X-Men Hugh Jackman video coming out later today. Tonight at 7:30, we're going to go live, and we're watching the old Fantastic Four movie. Maybe we'll play some games tonight as well. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, thanks, Philip. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks, Rossi. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Ah, yeah. Another happy landing. Oh, it was so nice. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I knew everybody was gonna be like, oh, Sony, me, but it was still fun. So thanks. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys tonight. Hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Remember to open up that third eye. And you wash out that stinky butthole. All right. See you later.